Hello everyone, welcome to my bold and the beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Just as my mother does when she's speeding down the highway, bold and beautiful changes lanes abruptly and without any notice. Damn the blinkers. But to be honest, after 2 solid months of non-stop, repetitious talks about Eric's health, it was somewhat of a pleasure to hear characters discussing Thomas and Hope, and the scenarios that were put in motion this week promised to start 2024 off strong. Why? Let's examine this more closely now. Have you heard that Finn used an experimental technique that entailed transferring an unidentified substance to help heal whatever illness Eric was battling to save his life? Or is Ridge concerned that his father might not make a full recovery like he did? If not, there's no need to worry. Someone will bring up those 2 points again in a moment. For one reason, I find the Ridge viewpoint more intriguing than the Finn is a golden god narrative, something I never would have said. It was evident when Finn and Steffy first sat down on the sofa to discuss her grandfather's unidentified illness some time ago that her husband would eventually discover a treatment. But the Ridge tale is less formulaic. I have been expressing for some time now how much I hope Eric wakes up compromised in some manner, and that they use his rage at Ridge for disobeying the DNR as the beat. This serves as a reminder for you to talk to your loved ones about end-of-life care problems, get them in writing, and pray that Ridge isn't the person you leave your fate to. Ridge is already searching for someone to point the finger at if things with Eric don't work out. He made sure to add, "Hey, I was gonna pull the plug on Pops, but the family had me change my mind, at least 3 times this week. That is our man." Fortunately, Finn is also a part of a plot that, like a lot of things on this show, caught me off guard. I'm really enthusiastic about it. It all began when Steffy, who was obviously just as tired of hearing about Eric as the rest of us, interrupted Hope and Thomas' most recent makeout session to raise her eyebrows and declare her opinion of them. I like all of Steffy's fierce incarnations, even the one who tosses large stones from her warm glass palace. The next thing you know, Steffy is pressuring Hope to reveal her genuine intentions to Thomas in simple, concise language. And to be clear, Steffy was going to be satisfied only with a proclamation of love. Thomas' comment that "sis, you're sort of pulling the vibe down in here" was insignificant. No matter how many times Thomas attempted to shut things down or how many times Hope replied, "None of your beeswax," Steffy was going to have answers, and she wanted them fast. Just as Finn was about to barge in, Thomas, who had been quite patient up until then, increased his voice, and I found myself wondering why this was getting so intense. Unaware that Steffy had been harassing her brother and his boyfriend for the previous 2 episodes, Finn, with a cocky, manly sigh, told Thomas not to talk to her in that manner. Once more, it was all incredibly testosterone-heavy and illogical. Up until... Isn't that convenient, then? Xander came into the scene. Now, who the heck is this guy? Was undoubtedly said by half of the audience. And it goes double for those who were present since, to be honest, the character's influence on the painting was approximately equal to Serge's. And sure, there was a Serge character. Check up on him. Not even a major star portrayed him. Anyhow, all of a sudden, Xander was seeing flashbacks to that moment in Finn's office. When Emma, another character that is little remembered, learned that Hope's baby was still alive, she ended up driving off a cliff with Thomas' help. Why then did Xander tell Finn all of this? Since it fuels the growing Thomas/Finn fire, which will unavoidably lead to issues between Steffy and her spouse. It's obvious that Steffy believes Hope is the bad person in this situation, but Finn will identify his brother-in-law as the villain now that he knows this additional information about Thomas. Ironically, Liam will benefit much from this. He's been calling Thomas a bad guy for a long time, so he'll gladly follow Finn's lead. Furthermore, guess who will be present and ready to take advantage of the situation if Finn's behavior toward Thomas causes friction between the doctor and his wife? Liam, you're correct. For him, this is essentially a win. Naturally, the program had to up the emotional ante to make the Xander/Emma thing worthwhile. So Thomas proposed, even if it was far too soon. This situation appeals to me in a few ways. To start with, a lot depends on Hope's answer. Indeed, they are pursuing the angle that, should she say yes, she may be marrying a very dangerous man. But if Hope says no to his proposition, then I see a more fascinating aspect. What response does Thomas give? Does his response support the claims made against him by Liam and Finn that he is dangerous? Is Steffy to blame for this? Let's face it, her insistence that Hope doesn't truly love him was what ultimately led him to take this major step. Getting Hope to consent to marrying Steffy would be the ideal approach to disprove his claims. Thoughts for the day. I kind of like that Xander wasn't included in this narrative, but the term avant makes me miss Maya. It is long overdue for her to return to the program. Additionally, do so with a transgender actor playing the role in compliance with the requests of former portrayer Carla Mosley. Bold and Beautiful has always seemed to me like a soap opera that kind of teeters on the brink of unsuitable partnerships. The Logan and Forrester lineages have mixed so much that at this point, the family tree has root rot. Everyone on the program has been with everyone. Even with that said, though, it was strange and unsettling to hear Steffy and Thomas repeatedly use the terms intimate and lover, much less in front of Hope. I promise that even though I like my sister, we have never discussed her partner in front of my brother-in-law. Ridge mentioned that Rick, Kristen, and other family members had arrived in town and were spending time with Eric, which made me pleased. That's okay. We didn't see them. Perfect. No, since we naturally want to see our favorites come back. However, considering how often I chastise the authors for their tardiness, I will welcome spoilers give us a sneak peek at what's to come on the CBS soap opera in 2024, including some unexpected incidents. Here's what fans can expect from the show: lots of tension, strong temptation, and some crazy shakeups. Let's start by discussing Eric Forrester, who will never be the same after his trying experience in the hospital. Though John Finnegan's therapy wasn't a quick remedy, Eric is fortunate to be alive. As Finn has been emphasizing, Eric's journey to recovery is going to be a long and convoluted one. Eric will have a difficult time adjusting to the changes in his life and dealing with his feelings regarding Ridge Forrester going against his desires as a result. According to other B and B spoilers, Luna Nozawa will continue to develop her bond with RJ Forrester, but over time, Zen Forrester Dominguez may pique her interest and draw her in. We'll see how far Zend gets in his attempts to win Luna over, as he will undoubtedly find himself being increasingly intrigued in her. The rivalry between Zend and RJ at work will intensify, which can lead to romantic tensions and further hostility. Next, additional facets of the animosity between Poppy Nozawa and Lee Finnegan will be revealed. Fans will want to check back for updates, since there are still mysteries surrounding these rival sisters. The program will expand on the indications that have already been made regarding Bill Spencer's potential biological fatherhood of Luna, and it may even provide more. Bill will be getting plenty of wonderful material in the coming year, since he will be heavily involved in the antagonistic plot involving Lee and Poppy. Naturally, given that the program is highlighting Thomas Forrester's dark side once more, there will be some fresh developments. Will Thomas continue on his journey to atonement or turn back and become the guy he once was? In any case, the most recent Thomas drama ought to feature Finn, Steffy Forrester, Hope Logan, and a host of other characters. At last, Shayla Carter and Deacon Sharp will be treated to a plot with an incredible turn of events. Nobody will be prepared for the surprise that is coming, so will Shayla turn evil again and require Deacon's assistance to clean up the mess? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that 2024 will be full of surprises and big announcements, so stay tuned for updates on all the chaos. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.